Hey, everybody. Welcome to My Fat Hands. My name's Ben. That's George. And it looks like George overdosed on his meds this week. So, wait a minute. I saw some movement there. George. George.
What? God, is that
George.
you?
Yes,
What?
it is your God. It's me.
Oh, yeah, this one. Hey, man, how's it going, man?
I'm fine. Are you okay?
I'm a little tired. It's been a long week. A lot of stuff going on, So I figured it was time for a little nap, and I figured now's a good time. Well, I'm gonna go pour some coffee, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Warning, My Fat Hands contains adult content, crude language, and stupid jokes. If any of this upsets you, get the f*** out.
Hey, everybody. It looks like this week we have a special guest, Dr. Harold Pussyfoot. He's going to come on. Here he is. Hey.
Oh, hello. How are you doing this?
Dr. Pussyfoot, it's very good to see you. And thank you for joining our show.
We'll see. We'll soon see if it's good that I'm here or not. I was actually sent here by the YouTubes. Whenever a site gets too big for its britches, they send in the old Pussyfoot to see what's happening. So let's review some things that's been going on this channel, shall we? So there's also seems to be quite a few shorts happening. People eating teddy bears and inappropriate love connections with crustaceans. Could you please dive a little bit into what that's all about? Because the YouTubes are very upset about that.
I can't explain that one. That one I know what's going on. Apparently, there's a little tiny bit of madness that goes on inside the brain, and it'll eke out and it'll squirt out of your ear, and then it turns into one of those videos. And that's a little bit of madness that just pops out. If you had all that madness in your brain, eventually it would just pop and your brain would go all over the place.
And finally, what is this infatuation with this, what is it called? Heavy metal music? I'm not sure I've even heard of this genre, if you will. Please explain to me what that is and how it makes you feel. Please.
What it is, it's the best kind of music, and what it makes you feel is awesome. So.
All right, I just wanted to get a quick update as to what's going on, and thank you very much for your explanations, and we'll be in touch if we have any problems.
Okay, I can speak for George and say you're not welcome here. So,
yes. Well, that blithering idiot doesn't have any opinion on anything anyway, so I will ignore that. Thank you very much, and good day to you, sir. A good day. A harumph.
Okay, well, that was Dr. Harold Harry Pussyfoot. I guess he was sent by the YouTubes, and maybe he'll be back again. I don't know. But
all right. So hey, so what do you got going?
Hey, so what have I been doing lately? So lately, I made a video. It's on the channel. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's called Pet Sandwich or Sandwich Pet. It's pretty goofy. Oh, you saw it?
I seen it with these eyeballs.
It's pretty goofy. So after I made the video, I put it up there and I was like, well, let me search the keywords and see what else comes up for pet sandwich. And apparently, this guy took his pet, he took a hot dog roll and he had a parakeet, his pet parakeet, and he put it in the hot dog roll and he
pretended to eat it.
No, he just, but he held it up to the camera like, oh, look, here's my sandwich. So another thing that YouTube, talking about eating, another thing that YouTube has been feeding me lately, and I'm not sure why, is Dennis Rodman videos. And Dennis Rodman, I don't know why.
Speaking of Dallas.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden YouTube's like, you need to watch some videos about Dennis Rodman.
We all should watch videos about Dennis
Rodman. You know what's weird about it, George? They're right, because it turns out I like to watch videos about Dennis Rodman, and he was incredible, man. And I was a Knicks fan during the time of the Bulls when they were so great and everything in the 90s. Man, he is really fun to watch because he just messed with people's heads so bad. And Alonzo Mourning and this guy Brickhauser from Seattle, man, he messed with them so bad. It was, in retrospect, it's great. So, hey, YouTube, thanks for that tip, because I enjoyed the shit out of those. The other thing that YouTube thinks that I need to hear about lately is John 5. And I'm not exactly sure why. I love like Rob Zombie and White Zombie and stuff.
Mhm.
And John 5 on his own, like he I don't know. I don't really listen to John 5, but he does this thing at the end of his shows, and you know what it is, right?
No.
He does a medley. Oh, you got to check this out. It's incredible. He does a medley of I don't know how many songs, like 15 or 20 songs in a row, and he'll play the riffs like all different rock, Sabbath. He plays My Sharona. He plays a little bit of Rush. I mean, he plays all kinds of different stuff. It's really, really good. So check that out. Here's a tip from me to you. Check out John 5 medley, George. You will like it.
All right. I might do that. Now, I'm very familiar with who John 5 is.
Yeah.
And I've seen several interviews with John 5, and he comes off as an incredibly nice guy. I want to say that.
Yeah, I think he seems
foremost,
like a legitimate nice guy.
He does. He does. And he's also very talented.
He's amazing.
Well. So what else you got going on? You got some
I got some other YouTube news. You know, this channel is big on the YouTubes because that's all we have these days. But anyways, Leon, there's a Leon update. Apparently, Brandy, took. so apparently, Brandy took all these little fish that were in Leon's tank. He took them out because they were harassing him. I don't know. Did you see this video?
I did. Of course, I have to.
I love Leon. Leon's great, man.
Leon's awesome.
Here's the other thing I noticed about that video. And check this out. Did you notice this? There is no advertisements this time. There is no whorish knife activity. So I wonder if he got some feedback. I don't know. From our channel, he certainly did because
we don't let that shit slide, Brandy.
No, Brandy, you took a beautiful thing and you ruined it with that knife advertisement, man. That was the pits. So anyway, this video, now he took Leon, and maybe he's punishing Leon. He took all his little friends away, and now Leon's by himself. So I don't know.
Leon's little friends were stealing all his food and
kept him entertained, maybe. I don't know, but he just hides in his cave all the time. So
So now Leon's living my life. Yeah. Just so you know, that's my life. There's nobody ever visits me here. I just live in my blue lit dungeon.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. That's not necessarily true.
Oh,
didn't you just have somebody visiting you to fix your ceiling or something?
Yes. So I was doubly lucky. It was a triple luck deal. So, if there's anything that's uncommon in Texas, one is snow, the other is rain inside your garage, and the third one is rain inside your bathtub. And I got to experience all three at the same time. So how lucky am I, man? So we had a great ice storm. So I couldn't move around anywhere. And during that time, a leak formed in my garage. And I believe I will we'll have some video of that here in a little bit. Appear anywhere. And then so that was the sixth instance of this happening in my garage. It happens so often that I have a storage shelves in my garage and I keep them covered with plastic for the next leak. So with the advent of the coronavirus and me being a pretty good germaphobe, and it's just getting worse now with the coronavirus, my upstairs neighbors, my upstairs neighbor's bathwater that's leaking into my garage.
That is disgusting.
Gross. And then, so now obviously the bathwater from their bath was leaking into my bath, which means that I can't get clean because as I'm trying to get clean, disgusting germ-filled water is dripping all over my naked body, which is an image I don't even want to see. And so, it was just fucking horrible. And so was it Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday? I finally got the gumption to talk to the property man. I'm like, look, man, you got to fix this shit. So he came in, a really nice contractor. Two guys came in. They ripped out the ceiling in the garage, told my upstairs neighbor to quit using the shower. They ripped out the ceiling in my bathtub. They told my upstairs neighbors not to use the shower. Then they went to lunch, and then my upstairs neighbor used the shower. So I'm sitting here at work, just mind my own business, and all of a sudden I hear what can only be described as dam gates bursting and water pouring into my bathtub. Now, luckily, these guys had lined my bathtub with a tarp. So, and I immediately run and start ringing their doorbells like, please. And the girl shows up, she's like, what's going on? I'm like, don't shower. You don't use the water is coming. And she's like, oh, I didn't know. So, so that was my excitement. And they have since completed the bath. I now have a ceiling up there. They fucked up some shit, but I'm moving out of this place anyway. By the way, I'm moving out soon.
There's a cool thing you could check out on Facebook. There's a guy who Arcane Bullshit. You ever heard of that guy? You should check him out. Yeah, he does these really cool, like, at least that's a cool advertisement for something. Does these really cool, he takes like clip art and he makes these crazy collages with it. Anyway, he's on like a centipede kick this week. He's got like a million different kind of, you could get a shirt that has a big centipede on your arm. It's like too wiggly to die or something like that. It's freaking crazy. Yeah. So that's check out Arcane Bullshit. It's pretty funny. Yeah.
Put the linky in. The linky do. So the linky do.
Yeah. Okay. So last week, I think it was that we talked about, you told me about this guy just joshing. All right. So this just joshing guy, which you told me about. So then I wanted to watch and see what his other content was like. He made this other video. He's got like a pet raccoon from another country. Have you seen this?
Oh,
yeah. And then he takes it out. Okay. So first of all, like he shows the raccoon. We were knocking on his bedroom because he has his bed on the floor.
Right.
I think that's symptomatic of his life because he opens up the door and he shows the raccoon coming out of the room. And it looks like maybe that is the door or something looks like maybe somebody tried to draw on it or something. It's all like smashed up looking. And then when he opens the door, you see the raccoon run out and it runs out onto like, instead of you were talking about a carpeted floor, it looks like it runs out onto a concrete slab, like it's all like got paint drops on it and just looks nasty. Like, okay, so maybe, all right. So then he takes the raccoon out and he lets it into a tree. You got to watch this video because I think with your background, you'll pick up on this because I did. The tree has power lines running through it. And this raccoon thing is like climbing up and I'm like, oh shit, look out. Because the secondary is going right through there. And this little raccoon thing's is climbing around there. I was like, oh man, that's not going to go well. Anyway, so the great idea he had is he took his pet raccoon thing to the drive-through and he brings it in his car loose. And you could see him, he's driving in traffic and this animal is like climbing all over him. The tail is in his face. It's like a cartoon, it's like a bad cartoon. So I want to thank you again. And you were trying to calm me down and not be mad, but now I'm really mad because you're the one who brought this just joshing guy into my life. And now I watched it and it's just, holy crap, man. And this is only the second video I watched. The first video, the guy sleeps on the floor. The second video, he's got like his floor. It looks like he's living in a shack or something with the cement floor, and then he brings his animal outside. It gets up near the power lines. Then he puts it in his car and drives around with the animal loose in the car. Like, what the hell's going on?
Listen, my job is to bring as much of the dirty underbelly of YouTube to you personally as I can. I want to make your YouTube experience as uncomfortable as possible.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I don't want you ever get on YouTube and enjoy yourself. I just want you to just turn on your computer and just stick your fist through the monitor. It's like, fuck you. So
thanks a lot, George.
I can give you lots of YouTube channels that you should watch that are quite enjoyable. All of them involve coin butchers. So
I went looking on the Explorer, whatever the YouTube thing is, where you're supposed to explore different channels and not just your subscription stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's like everything is a rap video or a kid playing Minecraft. It's seriously like the top 25 things. It's like I survived 50 days in Minecraft. Like, what the hell, man? I thought Minecraft was 10 years ago. You know,
So my favorite YouTube channels outside of My Fat Hands, which is
Fucking brilliant.
are fishing channels. I really enjoy fishing channels. There's my favorite fishing channel right now is a guy. His fishing channel is called Wildlife, and all caps, all one word, Wildlife. And he's actually in Texas, and he catches fucking giant alligator gars.
oh, cool.
And giant catfish, and he catches them in urban bayous in Houston. Okay, so he's not like he's driving out to the country 5 hours away. No, he's like hopping a fence behind his house. There's a fucking bayou, and he's throwing fish in there and catching 100-pound needle sharp dinosaurs. Yeah, and it's awesome. And the guy has a great attitude. And he in his last video, he said, you know, this is not a fishing channel. This is actually an animal conservation channel. And the reason why, you know, I catch these fish is to show people these animals that they might not ever see, and to, you know, bring awareness, especially with gars. Because here in Texas, this is probably the best state for gar fishing. It's probably the best place in the world for gar fishing. And there was a time where they wanted to cull all the alligator gar, which are amazing animals. They literally go back to, you know, pre-Jurassic times. There, you do some research on alligator gars. You'll probably see a picture of one right here. And
you remember when Letterman used to have her on all the time? That was great. I love that.
Alligator gar?
Terry Gar. You remember the time he had her like in the office, like the back office, and he's like, he had her like take a shower in his office or something. Do you remember that? She came out in a bathrobe.
No, but
I don't know what it was. Something about Letterman. He could get Terry Gar to do stuff like that. It was great.
Yeah. Well, alligator gar are not directly related to Terry Gar. Just so you know, there is an alligator gar named Terry.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yes, that could be. And they shower all the time because they live in the water.
There he is. Don't poke him in the eye. That's like torture.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought he liked
What
that.
is this? Freaking Agent Orange, or what is it? Orange guy? What is that movie? The Orange something?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't. What's the movie with the oranges, mommy?
You know what I'm thinking of.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The guy who
Clockwork Orange. A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I said Orange.
You said Agent Orange.
Well, whatever. It's the same thing. Yeah, exactly. That's the part I was thinking of, where he has to watch the terrible stuff.
Lovely Ludwig van der. It's one of my favorite movies.
It is a great movie. But when you're poking him in the eye, that's what it made me think of. Let's wrap it up.
I thought we did wrap it up.
No, you got to wrap it up. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Fuck.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Here's George doing the end of the thing. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
All right, that's it. That's the end of the show. We're done.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Go to our fucking
follow our Instagram channel. We do have an Instagram. Check us out over there.
Link down below, and buy us some cryptocurrency and somebody help Filbert. He hasn't blinked in weeks. I don't know what's going on. That's it.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye-bye. You ever seen plants fuck? It's fucking boring.
All right, everybody. Today we have a 1, 2, 3, go. All right, good enough. Fuck it.